Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a flashlight that I've been testing out for a couple of months now. This is from a company called Sofirn, and they were gracious enough to reach out to me and ask if I'd be interested in testing out this light and then doing a review on it. And again, I've had it for a couple months now. I've been rotating it in and out of my EDC, primarily because this is what I would consider a larger size EDC flashlight, specifically for the type of flashlights that I carry. I generally tend to carry smaller lights, but sometimes I want a little bit bigger flashlight with higher output, so I'll rotate this guy in to do that. Again, this is from a company called Sofirn, and this particular one is the model SP32A, and this is their version 2.0, so it's a little bit of an upgraded version. And they sent this guy out, and they actually sent me the bundle package, which was really nice. This light is available through their Amazon store, so I'll leave a link below in case you guys are interested. And you can either purchase the flashlight alone, or you can purchase the bundle pack. Now, one of the things that actually caught my eye was the price point, because after using this flashlight on and off as far as my EDC purposes go, I think you get a really good bang for your buck. What you're spending on the light is definitely a lot cheaper than what the light itself is giving you. So as I mentioned, it's available on Amazon, so I'll leave the link below, but you can purchase just the flashlight for around $25, or you can purchase the bundle pack for around $28 or $29. So again, for less than $30, either way, you're actually getting a really good deal. So let me go ahead and open up the box and show you guys what it comes with. So again, this is the bundle pack that they sent over. This comes with the flashlight, so I'll set that off to the side. You get a battery charging cradle here, and this flashlight is running off of one 18650 battery, but you can also use two CR123 batteries. Now this will actually recharge a lot of different size batteries, including the 18650 battery that is included with the flashlight, because you do have this little spring section right here. The connection here where you would connect your micro USB cord, which actually comes with the cable here, and then you have a little LED right there that'll show you when it's charging and when it's done charging. So that's really cool that they do include that. You also have this little bag that has a couple of accessories. You have some spare O-rings, and you have a wrist lanyard that you can attach to the flashlight. This is great if you're maybe walking your dog around or something like that at night and you don't want to drop the flashlight by mistake. You can, put it around your wrist and it's more secure. You also have this little card here that on the back it says happy or not happy, and then it tells you what to do in case you are or aren't happy with the product. And then you have your user manual here. I want to go ahead and open it up so you guys can see a couple of the technical specs, primarily the what they call technical parameters, which is your modes and your outputs. So if you guys want to go ahead and pause the video there, you can do that. Now this particular flashlight does come with two different what they call modes or groups. Actually, they call them groups. So the first group lets you cycle through a couple of different modes, as you guys see up here. And then the second group actually lets you ramp the light up anywhere from 5 lumens to 1300 lumens. So if you guys see right here in the group with the modes, you have an eco mode, which is 5 lumens, low mode, which is 50, a mid mode, which is 160, a high mode, which is 500, and then you also have turbo, which is 1300 lumens, and strobe. But then if you do the ramping group, you can actually ramp anywhere from eco to turbo, so anywhere from 5 lumens to 1300 lumens. So again, I like the fact that you have options if you're the type of person that maybe doesn't want to be stuck to the preset modes in the first group there. You want to choose your own output. You can use the ramping mode, or the ramping group I should say, and just make it more your own. So that's really cool that they do have that capability to be able to cycle the flashlight through the two different groups. So let's go ahead and take a look at the flashlight itself. Again, this is the SP32A version 2.0 from Sofirn. And as far as what I would consider larger size EDC flashlights, this is actually on the smaller side. As you guys see, I close my hand around it and it barely sticks out either side. It fits really nice in the pocket. Again, this is running off of one 18650 battery, which is included, and it is a branded battery. So let me go ahead and show that to you guys. There it is, Sofirn branded 18650, 3000 milliamp. All right, so this goes positive side down, and then this actually has a little plastic that you have to remove when you get it, so just make sure that you do that or else it will not work. But I always recommend that you charge the battery up the first time anyway, so you will find that if you do that. So this is using a side switch to turn the light on and off, and then cycle through the different modes, and then change the groups also. Nothing on the back, so this does not have a tail cap switch. Tail cap switches are actually my preferred method. I just like pulling out the flashlight of my pants and being able to use my thumb. But again, you know, at the price point that you're getting and, you know, just the different features and stuff like that, I think for the most part I can deal with having that side switch there. You do get a pocket clip, which is removable, so if you want to go ahead and take it off, you can, but it is nice and sturdy. It does allow you to put the flashlight into your pants and remove it pretty easily. You do have a little bit of the tail cap right here sticking out with some knurling on it, which is just enough to go ahead and grab it and pull it out of your pants. Now, what I like to do is I like to put the pocket clip on the opposite side that I have the side switch. That just, it makes it easier and it's more comfortable when I'm activating the switch, as opposed to having it on the same side and then you have the little thing from the pocket clip kind of sticking up. So that's just something that I do. On the side right here, you do have the little lanyard hole where you can put that wrist lanyard if you want to go ahead and do that. And then some knurling on the side of the flashlight. Again, it's really, really nice and comfortable. It's nice and lightweight, but it feels really nice in the hand. Obviously, aircraft grade aluminum, so it's going to be pretty sturdy and lightweight as well. So the side switch also has a little LED in the middle. Obviously, it's a battery indicator that'll let you kind of see how much battery you have left. So if it lights up green or red, you know, or yellow, you know how much battery you have left depending on the usage, which is really nice. It's good at, you know, at first glance to be able to see that. So what I'm going to do now is I'll take the flashlight outside and kind of show you some of the different modes and then switch it through the two different groups so you guys can see how that works. Alright guys, so I know I mentioned I was going to be taking you outside so you can see the beam shots, but I figured you would get a better understanding as far as the output if I did this indoors. So we're actually inside of my garage. This is a 2-car garage, so it's nice and big. So I'm going to be pointing it directly at the wall and I'm going to be going through the different modes and groups. So I'm starting with the first group, which is the one where you can actually choose what mode you want. So if I press the side switch, the flashlight is going to come on and this is going to be the eco mode. So this is 5 lumens. So as you guys can see, in a dark environment, 5 lumens is still doing a really good job at lighting up, you know, a pretty decent area, especially for an EDC flashlight. If you press that side switch again, you're going to go up to low, and low is going to be 50 lumens. Then mid, and mid is going to be 160 lumens, and then high, and high is going to be 500 lumens. Again, 500 lumens is really good for EDC tasks, especially the majority of EDC tasks, but if you need a lot more light coming on, all you have to do is double click that side switch and that'll get you to turbo, and that's 1300 lumens right there. And what I really like about 1300 lumens, especially out of a small flashlight like this, is that if you really need it to light up a big area, all you have to do is point it straight up at the ceiling, especially if you have lower ceilings like you do in like a garage. So as you guys can see, I'm pointing it straight up, and this is doing a really good job of lighting up the whole room. Again, this is a 2-car garage, so it's a fairly large room, and I can see everything inside of here. But if you did need to pinpoint on something specific, here I am pointing it at the wall again. You see a nice hot spot right there in the middle and a little bit of spill on the outside. One thing I did want to mention is that to avoid overheating, there is a step down procedure. So if you're in turbo, after 3 minutes, the flashlight will step down to high. So it'll step down to 500 lumens, and that's obviously to avoid overheating. Now, if you did want to use the strobe also, you can triple click the side switch and that will get you to strobe. Now, this is a strobe warning. I'm going to go ahead and do it now, and it's a variable strobe. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3, and oh, I didn't do it. Try it again. 1, 2, 3. Here we go, quickly. And there it is. So as you guys can see, it's a variable strobe. So I hope it's not blinding too many of you guys, but there it is. And you just press the switch one more time and it'll go at to the last output that you left it on. Now this flashlight does have a memory. So depending on where you left off, with the exception of turbo, you'll come back on that one. So in order to get to the other group, all you have to do is turn the flashlight off by pressing the button for about 2 seconds, and that'll turn it completely off. And then in the off position, just press the button and hold it, and after about 3 seconds you'll get 2 flashes, and that'll get you into the new group. So this is the group where you can actually ramp up or down the light. So if you press and hold the side switch, you'll start at medium, it'll ramp down to low, and it'll blink. So now it is in low, and obviously you let go of it. And then if you press and hold now, it'll ramp up to turbo. And then once it blinks, there you are, and now you're in turbo. So again, this is great if you want to choose your own output. So let's say if I press and hold the button and I want to do it right there, you know, that's a, you know, ramp down to that output. I don't know exactly what it is, but that's what it's working on. If I press and hold again, it'll ramp down a little bit more. If I press and hold again, it'll ramp down a little more. all the way down to low. And then again, if I press it again, it'll start ramping back up. So now all you have to do is quickly press the side switch and it'll actually turn it off. So that's how you would turn it on and off in the group B mode. So now to switch back to the different modes where you can choose, low, medium, high like that, just press and hold. Again, it'll flash twice and now it'll go right into low. And just go up from there. As you're pressing the side switch, you can cycle through the different modes there. So I'll go ahead and turn it off. And I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but if you turn it on, let me see if you can see the flashlight right there. Okay, there it is. So you guys can see it has that green LED light that comes on for a couple seconds to let you know how much battery output you have. And again, it's doing a really awesome job at lighting up this whole area here. So. All right, so as you guys can see, the SP32A version 2.0 from Sofirn, it's a pretty versatile flashlight. You can use it for EDC purposes, but if you needed to use it for maybe like a camping flashlight or a hiking flashlight, or even just, to go out and walk your dog or something like that, it has a lot of the different features that you would want out of any type of usage for those different activities. So the two groups are really awesome. Again, for the price point, I think you get a lot of bang for your buck. You have the two groups that you can cycle through modes, or you can, ramp through the different outputs. Very easy to switch from one to the other. So again, it's not something that you're gonna have to be pressing too many buttons and things like that. You have just the one side switch that'll do that. And then you can have the different outputs, especially if you're in the mode group. So anywhere from 5 lumens all the way up to 1300 lumens, and pretty easy to switch through that. And then you have the little LED indicator on the side here that will let you know how much battery you have left. I think as a bundle, I would probably recommend picking up the bundle, just because you have the 18650 charger here that will charge 18650s or other size batteries. You have the USB cable here that is included. You do have the battery included as well. So I think maybe if you're getting into EDC flashlights, maybe into larger flashlights, I think this would be a great option for that, because you have everything that you would need in order to get you started. So there it is. That is the SP32A version 2.0 flashlight from Sofirn. Let me know if you guys have any questions.